So the first step, I'm going to duplicate my bumper. I'm going to remove all of the modifiers and add them back one by one. So first is mirror, and then I'm going to add a subdivision if my bumper has one. If it doesn't, don't add the subdivision. And then you're going to want to, before you do that, apply your scale. Once you've applied your scales, you want to add a solidify modifier twice. So I'm going to add 2 of those. Let's hide the second one. So the first one, I'm going to set the mode to complex, boundary to round, thickness to 0.001, offset to +1, and only run. And that's it for the first modifier. Now, as for the second modifier, the only thing I'm going to change is the thickness, which I'm going to set as 0.0035. Let's unhide it. There you go. So once you've done that, go ahead and apply all of these modifiers. Now this part may be a little confusing, but essentially you want to go into edit mode and you want to hold down Alt and select the line of vertices that are right above the edge of your bumper. So this is the edge of the bumper. This is the line of vertices that are right above it. And you can select them by holding down Alt, like so. And you want to press X, and you want to press dissolve. So now for each section, you're going to have 3 vertices. You're going to have this one, and that one. What you want to do is you want to select this line of vertices. They're probably like protruding underneath the bumper. But instead of dissolving, this time you want to delete the vertices. And you want to press A, mesh, normals, Saturn faces. And there you have it. There's your stitches for the sort of the outer bumper thing. You want to do the same for all the other stitches. So this one, that one, and that one. I'm going to go through them like right now. So these ones, dissolve, vertices, Saturn faces. These ones. This one. Dissolve, vertices. There you go. That one. These one vertices, and these ones are dissolve. Saturn faces, and there you have it. So now, pretty much, the stitches are done. The only thing that you need to do now is the UV map. Now to explain the UV mapping part, I've brought out the dumped S15 model from the game, from CarX. And if I were to zoom in and select these set of vertices, so the ones that are closer to the edge of the bumper, you'll see that they're all right down the middle of the UV space. And the ones that are protruding out of the bumper, so these ones, they're all on the left side of the UV space. So we're going to do something very similar with our stitches. We're going to set it so that these outermost vertices, we're going to put them so that they're on the left side of the UV space. And these vertices, the ones that are touching the edge of the bumper, we're going to put them right down the middle. So there's of course many ways you can do this. I'm just going to show you one way. First, you want to unwrap it, and now you want to check for any UV islands that are sort of looping around themselves. So for example, this one, it's a closed loop. What you want to do is you want to break it. So so let's put a seam here. Let's put a seam. Now if we were to unwrap it, it's gone. So it's like a straight line now. Let's do the same for this one. So yeah, it's this part. Let's add a seam there. You mark seam. There we go. So yeah, it's all straight lines right now. Next, you want to straighten all of them so that they're straight lines. So the Blender way of doing this is kind of tedious. What you do is you select, say, these ones, scale them on the y-axis to be 0. Same for these ones. Sorry, y. And then for these ones, scale them on the x-axis to be 0. Same for these ones. And now you want to go into face selection mode. You want to select everything, so you want to press L on this one. And then you want to select and unselect the face that you fixed up. Then you want to press U, follow active quads, OK, and there you have it. You have a straightened up UV island. But I recommend just getting an add-on. You can use text tools, which I will leave a link in the description. Very useful add-on. Me, personally, I use ZenUV. So I'm just going to press A, quadrify, and that's it. Next, I'm going to hide all of these. Let's select this one, scale it out. Now let's bring it out just so that we can see things more clearly. Now, if I were to select this line of vertices, so these ones, you can see here that these are the ones that are touching the edge of the bumper, and these ones need to be right down the middle of the UV space. So the way that you do that is you want to first scale these vertices on the x-axis to be 0. This is just to make sure that it's perfectly straight. And then you want to go here, here, and just type in 0.5. This puts it right down the middle. Do the same for the left side. Just scale it on the x-axis to be 0 and type in 0 here. It doesn't matter how it's scaled on the y-axis. You can set it like that and it will still work fine. All that matters is the position on the x-axis. So yeah, I'm going to do the same for the rest. So let's unhide it. Let's hide this one. Let's see this one. Yeah, these ones are touching the edge of the bumper. So these ones need to be right down the middle. These ones are protruding out of the bumper. So these ones need to be on the left side. So there, let's hide it. These ones are protruding out of the bumper, so these ones should be on the left side, not the right. So scale the x to be 0, and then type in the x value to be 0 here. These ones 0.5 there. Let's hide it. These ones are protruding out of the bumper, so these ones should be on the left side as well. So I'm just gonna first scale it on the x-axis to be 0, and then type in 0 here. Do the same for this side, except I'm gonna type in 0.5 here. And now, if I were to unhide everything, we will have vertices that are right down the middle. These ones should be the vertices that are touching the edge of the bumper, like these ones. And we have the ones on this side, which are the ones that are protruding out. So yeah, at this point you can just name it body underscore stitches. One last thing you can add is a weighted normal. This should make like some corners sharper, like this one. It shouldn't make too big of a difference, but if your stitches have any weird normals, this should fix it. And other than that, just export the body stitches with your bumper. Take it in Unity, like so, and as long as you give it the body underscore stitches name, CarX should automatically give it the right material. So yeah, that's pretty much it.